Welcome everyone to today's special Grow event. Thank you all for joining us. We're excited to be here today to share insights into what to expect at Synergy Convention and Expo in Nashville, September 16th to 18th. Um, Now in our third year, we, FCICA and CFI, are excited to be expanding and rebranding our joint convention. This year, we're welcoming members from FCITS and FCB2B to our growing convention. And so today, what we'd like to do is we'll introduce ourselves and then we'll go through, insights and what to expect at this year's convention. Feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions or put questions in the chat. Hopefully, all of you are registered to attend, and if not, we hope that you do so after today's session and that you're excited about what's to come. So, I'm CJ Church. I'm the Executive Director of FCICA. And John, if you'd like to go introduce yourself.
John McHale, Director of Operations from CFI. Jen.
I'm Jen Zern. I am the manager at CFI. Beth?
And I'm Beth Sorrell. I am the Executive Director of FCITS. Lewis?
Lewis Davis, the Senior Director of Technology over the FC B2B program with WFCA.
Great, thanks. So, we'll get right into what to expect at Synergy. So, not only did we expand our convention, but we rebranded it. So, now it's called Synergy because we are bringing together multiple forces and groups within the industry. So, if you have not registered or you're interested in wanting to come, you definitely a few reasons to attend would be we'll have 3 days of hands-on training and expert-led education, two great inspiring keynotes, the ability to connect with industry leaders across the entire flooring industry and peers as well. And hopefully what you'll do is walk away with some new skills or business insights, career connections, and even some certifications. Um, so what we have on Tuesday, we start with a few education, or I guess Tuesday morning, we start with a golf tournament. If you're interested in golfing, I definitely recommend registering for that and attending the golf tournament. And then in the afternoon, we have some education sessions that are taking place. Um, John, do you want to expand a little bit on what to expect on Tuesday?
So on Tuesday afternoon, we start our first seminar with Paul Stewart, Where Technology and Installation Collide. Along with 3 o'clock, Unilin will be doing a product demo. At 4 o'clock, Scott Humphreys and Darren Harris will be doing a leadership when it matters most. Then we go into a live huddle that will be happening from 5 to 6. It'll be the first time that they'll have an audience, followed by our opening that will happen at 6 o'clock on the opening reception that is sponsored by Mohawk. And then, did you want to talk about your SIM program?
Yeah, so also on Monday and then all day on Tuesday, FCICA is hosting a in-person 2 days to SIM training, which is our certified installation manager or our project manager certification. So we have about 15 people registered to attend that and welcoming more if anyone else is interested. So that'll be taking place Monday during the day and Tuesday during the day. Um, Also, Beth, would you like to share a little bit about what you're doing Tuesday during the day with the LVT, LVP claims and inspection?
Yes, so Tuesday, FCITS will also be hosting a one-day class that is for anybody. And I have several people signed up for that. It doesn't come with your registration for the convention because it's a separate course, and it's $2.99, but it will be from 9 to 3. And we're just covering the LVT, LVP main issues with that. We're going to be doing some product demos, as well as we have a couple speakers during the day, one from the adhesive world who will be talking about the proper applications and adhesives for the different flooring types. And so again, that is welcome. We've got a lot of people registered for that. We've got retailers, manufacturers, inspectors, installers. So it'll be a great class. If you're coming in on Tuesday and you want to sign up for that, there is still a few spaces left for that course as well.
Great, thanks, Beth. Lewis, you looked like you were going to say something.
I was just getting ready to jump in whenever you
Yeah.
gave me the sign. So FCB2B, we start our meetings on Tuesday. We'll be all day Tuesday, and then we're going to Wednesday as well, and then that's when we finish up. Our sessions are primarily focused around FCB2B. Issues that we're seeing within the industry. How can technology help to solve these issues? And just discussing, what FCB2B is and how we can improve it, make it better for everybody, and help out the independent retailer. We're also trying to finalize a retailer panel that will be going on to learn of issues that the retailers see, so that we can help with the manufacturers hear what their struggles are, and so we can all come together and help solve those issues.
So this year with convention, like Lewis's group will have their own meetings in technology, but they'll also be joining us during the opening sessions and lunches on Wednesday. Is that correct, Lewis?
That is correct.
And
And we'll
then
be at
FC.
the event on Tuesday night as well.
So FCITS will be joining us basically through majority of the convention as far as all the seminars, the opening session, and then she has a couple meetings on her own she can tell you about.
Does that mean now?
Yes.
You want me to
Now.
jump on? Okay. Thanks, John and CJ. So yes, FCITS you will be able to pick and choose what you want to go to, because some things are at the same time on each day. So inspectors will be able to pick and choose what you want to go to. And I am going to be sending out the full schedule to you today so that you can look ahead at what you want to participate in. We will have our own breakout session just with some announcements and our yearly feedback session. So we'll be doing that after the opening session on Wednesday. That'll start at 9 o'clock, and we'll be in our own room, just FCITS, for that. And then on Thursday, we will have another session just for FCITS inspectors, where we have several manufacturers who are bringing their claims managers, both residential and commercial, in for a roundtable discussion panel where they will be doing feedback, much like we have done every year in Dalton, but they're actually eager to come to Nashville for the convention, because they really want to have this roundtable discussion with some issues that they're having in the industry. And so that'll be a great time. That'll be Thursday at 2 that we'll welcome our manufacturing claims managers in for that. Other than that, the other events, FCITS inspectors will be included in both lunches, both days on Wednesday and Thursday. I don't want there to be any discrepancies or confusion on the nighttime events, but the nighttime events for us, we are welcome to go to everything at the convention, but as far as the bar and all that goes, it will be a cash bar.
And then CJ, did you want to talk about a couple of the sponsors real quick?
Yeah. We have some, great sponsors and supporters of the industry. We're thankful to Mohawk and Performance Accessories for being a titanium sponsor of the event this year, and Shaw Total Works Accessories for being a platinum sponsor, and Mapei for being a gold sponsor. We also have special hotel key cards sponsored by Tech Specialty Products, and a networking break sponsored by SynergyGrowEdit, and a golf sponsor, I4F, as well as since we're talking about sponsors, I'll just go into we are doing a silent auction again this year. And so we have quite a few donations. I want to say like 12 different donations, actually 14, it looks like, from a lot of our partners in the industry. So it's an online silent auction. So it's available now if you go to the website and click on it. And then we'll also have it printed out in person while we're at the event. So it's a great way to get materials that you might use or need and support the convention simultaneously. So how it works is our partners donate to the silent auction, and then whoever gets the highest bid on each of the products, that money that they pay goes straight to the convention, to these 4 organizations. So definitely check that out. And we're really grateful and thankful for that as well. As far as the schedule and featured programming, on Wednesday and Thursday, we start the days with keynote speakers in our general session with everyone in one big room. And then on Wednesday, we have quite a few breakouts, different educational sessions that are maybe commercial focused or residential focused, and some inspection education sessions as well for FCITS. And then Wednesday we have a lunch together, and also a what is it called? The young executives or something lunch, where if you're like a future leader in the flooring industry, next gen, that's what it's called, you can get together and have lunch to network with other future flooring leaders. And then on Thursday, the lunch is our awards lunch. And back to Wednesday evening, afternoon is our trade show, where we have lots of great exhibitors that will be showing us, about their companies and their products as well. That will be well attended. John, do you want to share, or Jen or anyone, any details about like the keynote speaker or some of the education sessions on Wednesday, what to expect?
Rita, do you want to talk about Dan?
I can. So hi everyone, Frida Staten with WFCA here. So we have our opening keynote speaker, Dan Thurman. I've had the pleasure of working with him over the past several years in different capacities, but he is a very unique speaker, and he's going to bring a lot of energy and a lot of motivation and inspiration to the session. So I would recommend you definitely be there. And if you know people that's at the event, that's one you don't want to miss. It's going to be very, very special, and something that we've just not been able to offer at the past events over the several years that we've, joined the conventions together. So I wouldn't go to his website and take a look, because then you're going to ruin some of the surprise that you'll get to experience during his session. But it's one you don't want to miss for sure.
Also,
Yeah,
during our opening events on Tuesday evening, Josh Young will be performing live. And then on Wednesday evening, we have Kenzie Rose, and she was on The Voice season 12.
We also have a session on Thursday from Evan Lauritsen, who has worked for some of the major manufacturers. He's doing a presentation on for retailers, really for anybody, but just to decide when is it time for an inspection. So Evan, I think you're on this call if you would like to say something about that. Are you there? Are you muted?
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
I feel like the Verizon guy. Hey, can you hear me now? Yeah, we're going to be talking a little bit about complaint prevention, how to essentially avoid those complaints from festering and becoming a bigger problem than they really need to be. So we'll be talking about actions that installers can take out in the field, as well as RSAs in the retail store, with respect to making proper expectations with homeowners and end users, and then out in the field what the installers can do as far as to rectify some of these situations that happen out on the job site, so they don't fester into a claim. But then we'll get into actually talking about claims with respect to, if you have a claim, what's the proper steps of filing one so that you can get paid. And of course, we're talking about the justified claims. This is an hour presentation, so it'll be very, very packed in with a lot of information. It'll be fast paced, and I'm sure a lot of people get something out of it.
Thank you, Evan. That will be Thursday at 10.
Great. Thanks, Evan. Also, so John or Frida shared some information about our opening keynote, which will definitely set the stage for what to expect throughout the convention. On Thursday morning, our closing keynote speaker is presented by, it's Ron Nash, the president and COO of Ladecrete North America. And he's going to share navigating what's next in the flooring industry. So an outlook in 26 North American construction and flooring, to provide some additional insights and help us know, what to look forward to next year or prepare for next year. So that's also our closing keynote, and definitely a session that you don't want to miss. Is there any other sessions, John, that you want to highlight at the convention?
So did we talk about the trade show and the vendors that you can see those on our website? All this will be under, if you go under FCICA.com is the direct page of it. And then if you click on events and then click on Synergy, you can pull up it's also the registration site, but if you look on the tabs over there, each session that we're having has a description, title of the seminar, description of each of them. In addition to, you can click on a tab that the schedule gives you the whole detail of the schedule, talks about all the product demos, the trade show, each session that we're having, what times they are, and pretty well. Did you have any questions on any of the seminars?
For the trade show, we have about 50 exhibitors. So it's definitely, there will be a lot of people to see, and a lot of great information for you during that time.
CJ, can you tell them a little bit how that works? Like where it'll be set up and when that is?
Yeah. So the trade show is Wednesday afternoon. It starts at 3:30 and goes to 7. And there's like the convention center area of the hotel where all the meeting space is. The trade show is in that area in Hermitage EF, so a portion of the ballroom, and in the lobby right outside the ballroom, as well as in a room around the corner called McGavick's. So it's, large space to navigate between all the 50 different exhibitors. But we'll have signage out, and it'll be very visible, like easily accessible to everyone, and you can come and go as you please during that time. We'll also have some bars set up too for afternoon networking during the exhibits. Any questions about the trade show or anything else we want to share about it?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Beth, who is going to be the speaker for the LVP class?
We have manufacturers coming from 2 different manufacturers, as well as Dave Garden from CFI will be the instructor for the presentation portion.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Levante.
All right. How you doing?
Good.
My car finally died.
Okay, well, that's a discussion for another day.
Yeah.
And then some of the education sessions that we have kind of like scattered throughout on Wednesday and Thursday. Um, we have the commercial sessions. There's one on called Sourcewell 101, How Does It All Work? And it's presented by James Burge from Sourcewell. Um, and we also have a session about avoiding LVT gaps through product knowledge, adhesive design, and application. Trust is good, control is better, presented by Kevin Phillips with Novalis. And he's always a great speaker. I'm sure it'll be exciting and educational. We have a session from FCIC's lawyer, Sloan. He is going to be your construction subcontract and AI, and show a little bit about like using AI to help you maybe like read and create contracts. And we also have a session on the science of adhesive bonding for LVT presented by Jeff Johnson with MAPE. And our final commercial kind of focus session is an introduction to AI tools for everyday use, presented by Aaron Abbott with Latacrete. And he'll give like an overview on popular AI platforms and how to use them to improve, your work kind of daily. So those are some exciting sessions. John, do you want to share some of your residential focused sessions?
Sure. Two of the things we have on our sponsor spotlights is Mohawk will be doing a presentation setting up your subfloor for success. And then Shaw Total Works will be doing discovering the full power of Total Works accessories. As far as some of the residentials, Mohawk is sponsoring a seminar installer to influencer to help those get more attention on social media. Then we also, let's see, we have the Art of Natural Fibers, Hand Sewn Borders Runners. It'll be by Kevin Keith. Also, Jose Orta, and believe Roland Thompson's also in that. And then we have a floor repair clinic that's going to be covered. It'll cover carpet, resilient, laminate, and LVP. Joe Sia from Congolium, Dave Garden from CF, that's the CFI Master Trainer, and then Roland Thompson. That pretty well covers it.
Great,
And
thanks. I was just gonna go into some of the product demos too. So John shared about our two sponsor spotlights, and then we also have quite a few product demos that'll be great to see in person. One from Unilin, so Click and Learn, a Unilin locking system masterclass with installation insights by Novalis. That's on Tuesday afternoon. And then on Thursday is when the rest of the product demos are. There's one presented by Valinga, which is a flooring locking technology. And then Loba Wackel, they'll demonstrate the Loba 2K contact dustless recoating system. And Latacrete will be doing a live demonstration of Vapor Band Primer W, which is a water-based all-in-one vapor barrier. And Roberts will be demoing Microban. It's the Roberts next generation adhesives. And then Tech Specialty Products. They're going to be doing a demo on Pure Color Grout. So you definitely don't want to miss those. And I think some of them, like Tech's, maybe that's what they donated to their silent auction, and a few of the others as well. So some of those products will be available to bid on in the silent auction, I guess. So John touched base on some of our evening events. So we have our special events. So Tuesday nights are welcome reception, which will be outside, pending no rain, like good weather, which I think it's supposed to be, knock on wood. And then Wednesday is kind of like our big dinner party, and it's Boots, Beats, and Barbecue. And that's when Kenzie Rose, who was on The Voice, will be performing, and we'll have some other, fun things going on to, network and have fun with all your flooring friends. And then on Thursday, we'll have our closing dinner and kind of a recommendation to do a bar crawl in downtown Nashville on Music Row. So, um, hopefully when our dinner's over, many people will meet together and continue on the Nashville, fun times on Music Row in downtown Nashville after for our final evening on Thursday night. Anything else you guys want to add about the, receptions or any additional education maybe that we didn't touch on?
We will also have a Wi-Fi session called Leadership Balancing Act. It's going to be a panel with Susan Dolata from Ladacrete, Tiffany Davis from Tice, and Leslie Del Pozo from QEP Roberts. And it's going to be moderated by Sharon Bernard from Floor Covering Weekly. So if you are able to, please come join us. It's going to be a really great discussion. Also, we'll have CTEF there discussing exploring best practices in tile installation. These are proven best practices that are rooted in ANSI standards. So we will have Brad Denny, who will be joining us and leading that session.
So, everyone who attended the call today, did you get out of this what you were hoping to when you joined? Is there anything else you want to ask about, or that you'd like us to share about, or just say hi that you're going to be there and we'll see you in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks? No? Okay. Um, all right. Well, thank you all for joining the session today and hearing more about Synergy. We're very excited to have this joint and expanding convention this year. So we hope that you all are registered to attend, and if not, that you will register after this and you come join us all together in Nashville for your, to refocus, recharge, and get ready for what's to come in the future of the flooring industry.